Hi, this is going to be a little longer one. This is sulfur trioxide plus water will give you sulfuric acid. So we only have, so this is in gas, this is in liquid, this is in an aqueous solution. We only have 61.5 grams of this stuff, 11.2 grams of water, and 54.9 grams of sulfuric acid. So the first thing we want to do is find the grams per mole of sulfur trioxide. So you want to go in here and you find sulfur 32.06 grams per mole. That's its atomic mass. Molecular mass is just lots of atoms added together. And then oxygen, 15.99 grams per mole of oxygen. So you have 15.99 grams per mole for that. So but I got 3 of them. So 80.03 grams per mole. Now I'm going to set it up. The railroad method, tops and bottoms. For every 80.03 grams of SO3, I get 1 mole of the stuff. For every 1 mole SO3, I get 1 mole of sulfuric acid. These units cancel out, these units cancel out. I'm left with moles of sulfuric acid after reacting all of that sulfur trioxide. Also, I like that there's 1 to 1 to 1. I like those to start to do those to get my bearings with stoichiometry. Now I'm going to react the water, see how much I get with the water. I go to my periodic table, find all the masses. Water is 1, H is 1, H2, 2 of those, oxygen 15.99. $17.99 grams per mole. So in this reaction I had 11.2 grams of water. For every 1 mole of H2O. For every 1 mole of H2O, I get 1 mole of sulfuric acid. So this number is less. So I'm going to use up this amount of water first before I use up this chemical. So this is my limiting reactant. Now let's figure out the theoretical yield and the percentage yield. So if I end up making 54 grams of this stuff, I got to figure out how many moles that is. I have to compare the mole ratio. So I start with 54.9 grams. So how many grams are in 1 mole of sulfuric acid? Same thing, looking up the S and the O and the H. But I'm just going to skip that step and write in what its molecular mass is, and that's 98.02 grams moles H2SO4. H2SO4. That cancels out. That cancels out. I'm left with moles of the stuff. .56 moles. So this is the moles that I actually got. But my theoretical yield, if I reacted all the water, is I would have got this. But this number relates to what I actually got here at the end of the reaction with actual grams of stuff. So now I'm going to compare them to get my percentage yield. .55 moles. That's what I actually got. This is the theoretical yield, 0.62 moles, H2SO4, H2SO4. .887, 88.7 percentage yield in that reaction. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.